The amazing die box illusion. There it is. And inside, one giant die. Take it out of there. You see, what's going to happen is I'm going to use the vortex chamber here to make the die do some tricky stuff. First, as you can see, I have a box here that is completely empty. In fact, you can even have your volunteer check it out. Over here, using a giant die that will disappear from the die box and reappear inside of the vortex chamber. First, we take the die, put it inside of the die box, just like this. Close it all up. The die disappears. Oh, look, it's not in there. Let's check over here, you say? Nope, not in there. Or there, or there, or even there. Because magically, it has appeared over here in the vortex chamber. And that is the magic die box. This is an exciting illusion, the die box. And now I'm going to show you how it works. Let's open up all these little doors. There's a giant door on top, and inside is a die that has a shell around it. It's important to put the shell right over the die, and I always line up the two dots here, and you'll see the one is there. That way it's the same on all the side now. It's a die with an extra die shell over the top. Oh, that's so tricky. Here's the trick. Tell the audience that you're going to make the die disappear from the die box and appear in the empty vortex chamber. Now, while you tell your audience that, take the die with the shell over it and stick it inside of there. What I'm doing is separating the two so that the die and the shell are easy to get to in a moment when I remove the die to place it into the die box. Now, this actually is the shell. But if you hold it just right, it looks like you're holding a solid cube. So leave the real die over here inside of the vortex chamber. Does that make sense? Pull the whole thing out, put it inside, separate the two, bring your hand back out with just the shell, and then tell the audience what's about to happen. You're going to place the die into the die box. And this part is very, very important. Make sure the corner goes over here to this corner. That way all of this area and the top is completely open, and the die has kind of disappeared when it's in that position. See that? So you pull the die out, the shell that is, put it inside the die box, close it up, and tell your audience that it's time to make the die disappear from right over here and appear inside of the vortex chamber. A little comedy over there, shaking the die to that side. Look, it's gone. Oh, you want to see the other side? I'm sure they'll ask you. Flip it over again. Empty over there. And really empty here. It looks like the die has disappeared. I wonder where it could be. Oh, I think I have an idea. It might be here, inside of the vortex chamber. Wow! That's the die box mystery. One of my favorites. You can see all the cards are different. I'm going to flip through the cards. You just poke your finger in wherever you want to. Right there? All right, take the card. Show everybody. Put it back into the deck. And now I'm going to secretly cut to your card. Aha! You think that was good? Put it back into the middle. And now I'll make a few little tricky piles. 1, 2, 3 piles. Just point to any one. And your card was the... Aha! Now we put the cards back together. And I'm going to take the cards, turn them over. Going to give it a cut. Look at that.
7 of diamonds.
The 7 of diamonds. And now with a little hypnosis, all of the cards are the 7 of diamonds. Time now for the miracle deck. Now when you get your cards, you're going to have to put them in order just like I have. The secret card is the 7 of diamonds. So here's how you set up your deck. Take a regular card. This one is the 2 of spades, then a 7 of diamonds, then a regular card, another 7, a regular card, a 7 of diamonds, so on and so forth. You can see that every other card is the 7 of diamonds. So that's the first thing that you have to do is set up your deck of cards in that order. Every other card, 7 of diamonds. Oh, and look, here's a place for this one right here on top. And here is how we do the trick. The cards are a little shorter, the ones that are the 7 of diamonds. The other cards are taller. So when my thumb comes across, I'm dropping the taller cards, and you'll notice you can't even see the 7 of diamonds. Neat. Now, if I want to pluck a 7 of diamonds out of the middle of the deck, I can cut to it, because now that's a short card, and the short cards are the 7 of diamonds. So that's the basic thing that you need to know with this miracle deck. Now let's go through the routine. First, you show the cards are absolutely normal. Flip them forward with your thumb on top. That way all of the 7 of diamonds are hidden behind the taller cards. You didn't see a 7 of diamonds there, did you? Now, when I flip again, no matter where you poke your finger into, that's going to be a short card. It's a little shorter here, and that's the 7 of diamonds. Have them put it back in the same spot. That way, you can turn the deck over, and you can riffle right through to the 7 of diamonds there. Now, riffling is just sort of going like this with your thumb so that you can cut to the smaller cards. So I'll do that again. I cut right to the 7 of diamonds. Now you can put it back here. I cut right to the 7 of diamonds. Put the other half back. Now I can make some little piles. But it's important to take and grab them from the edges here so that you're dropping down all of the short cards, and the short cards are the 7 of diamonds. So each of these cards on top now is a 7 of diamonds. So no matter where the volunteer points to, they're going to find their card that way. Now we'll put them back together, and here's the big finale. Turn the deck over, riffle through, cut to a 7, and now, before when I was showing the cards, I was peeling the cards forward. That was exposing the taller cards. Now we want to see all of the shorter cards, the 7 of diamonds. Now I'm going to flip through or riffle the cards in this direction, and you can see they're all 7 of diamonds. Here's another way to do it. You can drop them in your hand this way, so they're falling into the palm of your hand, all 7 of diamonds. So remember, this way, all the tall cards, they look normal, and this way, dropping them down, lets all the short cards come into place, the 7 of diamonds, and that's just the beginning of the things you can do with the miracle deck. Also comes with some extra cards, a blank one. Here's a card with a whole bunch of little cards printed on it, and in the instruction booklet, it shows you all the different things you can do with these extra fun secret cards. It's always so exciting when I run out of money because I have to go to the ATM machine with my little card. Well, I don't have to do that anymore because I have a secret magic box where you put the card inside, close it up, wave your fingers over the top, and just like ATM, look at that! Cash right before my eyes! Here's how you can get instant cash from your ATM card without going to the bank. You just need one of these little black boxes, which you now have one, and inside, a little trap door, extra piece of black panel that drops right inside, and when the box is closed you can see it just falls right out, and whatever might be hidden on that other side is what will appear. I'm taking the magic money. You put it right there, cover it up, close the box. It's important to remember that everything is on the bottom so that you know to open it this way. Now I take my ATM card, place it into the box, give it a quick close, a wave of the fingers. We know what happened. The magic flap trap door fell down, and behind it is the money. The credit card is, of course, hidden right back there. You can pull the money out and impress your friends that you didn't have to go to the bank to get the money. A classic of magic, the cups and balls. 3 cups, 3 balls. First you take those empty cups and set them right down on the table. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take one ball, place it on the center cup, put the cups on top of that one. A little magic, and yes, seems to have penetrated the cups. Let's try it again. Place the cups face down on the table. Ball number 2. Stack the cups up, and there they are, penetrated once again. Let's try it one more time using ball number 3. See if it penetrates one last time. Aha! There it is. The mystery of the 3 cups and the 3 balls. But wait. One more item. Right there. Now that's the ancient cups and balls mystery. Here's one of the very first tricks in the history of magic. It's called the cups and balls. You're supplied with 3 cups and 4 balls. The audience only sees 3 of them. Here's how we set it up. Take one of them, drop it into a cup, put an empty cup on the bottom and an empty cup on the top. The middle cup is the one that contains that 4th ball. Now we can begin. We start with 3 lined up here. You can tilt this forward and show it empty, but then give it a little turn this way, and notice the movement as I set the first cup down. I'm going to do that with the second cup, but this one contains the 4th ball, so you have to do that quickly. Gravity will keep it in there, and then set it right down on top of the table. It'll keep it hidden underneath. And of course, the 3rd cup is empty. It just goes right there. But you'll repeat that move 3 times for the audience. Secretly, the ball is hidden under the middle one. Pick up one of the balls, the ball right in front of that cup, set it on top, show those empty, stack 1, stack 2. Now when you lift, of course, there's the ball that we had loaded in earlier. Now we're going to do that secret move again. First we're doing it with a cup that's empty, so I'm unnesting them, slamming that one to the table. This one has the extra ball in it, so I have to put that one quickly over the center ball, and if that one's empty, we just place that right here. Now we'll repeat the same effect ball goes on top of the cup. 2 empty ones, stack, stack, a little magic move, and wow, now there's 2 that have appeared. Gonna do it again, secret move. That one was empty. This cup still has an extra ball. I'm going to load it right over the top. And of course, the 3rd empty cup. 1 ball left. Goes right there on top. Stack them up. A little magic maneuver, and voila! The 3 balls appear. Here is the secret to producing the extra spongy ball that you have. Keep this one in your right hand pocket, or you can put it in your left hand pocket, and you can do the same move either way. I'm going to use my right pocket and my right hand. So when I lift up the cup for the finale, producing those 3 balls, I'm going to lift with my left hand, and my right hand came over here into my pocket very casually, holding on to the sponge and kind of palming it. When I lift up on the 3 cups, I look down at those balls. I can even pick them up. And while I did that, I secretly loaded the sponge into the bottom of the 3 cups that are stacked up. Then I can pick those up and put the whole stack of cups there, and as a little bonus finale, wiggle my fingers and tap as though, oh, it must be so big it just barely fits. And that is a big finale to the cups and balls.